Have you noticed how many companies now offer sugar-free energy drinks? Let me explain to you why this is a scam. Hi, I'm Coach Robb. At the time of this recording, I've been a physiologist for 41 years, and over the last 4 to 5 years, it's become a very smart marketing campaign for companies to come out with sugar-free products. When you look at something like a sports drink has a dual role for you. It feeds your brain sugar, which your body needs. Your brain gets its sugar from the pancreas, and all movement comes from stored sugar in the muscle itself, stored in the form of glycogen. So when you look at the energy in the body, glycogen is stored in the liver to feed the brain. The muscles store their own glycogen, we call them gas tanks, for all necessary movement. Now, if I'm trying to make money as a company, one of the easiest ways to do it is to pull the most expensive component out, which is sugar. So when you look at the proliferation of these so-called electrolyte drinks, these sugar-free drinks, it's almost an oxymoron, because when you exercise, your body needs sugar, but yet people are advocating exercise drinks without sugar. Now, I'm not talking about a leisure drink that you would have at your desk or at home when you're relaxing at night. I'm talking about, in the athletic realm, the number of products that have come out that are advocating sugar-free, but to be used in an athletic environment makes no sense. When you look at the human body, it needs about 300 to 350 calories per hour, depending on your body mass, depending on your body composition. So when you're out exercising, your body starts by burning stored sugar. So let's say that you eat a very balanced diet of fruits, vegetables, and lean protein. You eat 2 hours before you go and you exercise. Your body's gas tanks in the liver and the muscle, they're topped off. They're ready to go for up to about an hour of moderate intensity. But then what happens when those 2 gas tanks go on empty? Well, you're being marketed to here's a sugar-free energy drink, and yet your body needs sugar to exercise. That's why I said a few minutes ago, it's very profitable for a company to dupe the end user into thinking you don't need sugar when you exercise. You just need electrolytes. And don't take my word for it. Go and Google how many new electrolyte companies are out there. They're just selling you sleeves of electrolytes, telling you that this is all you need. And they're cashing some very big checks at the bank every week. In 100% transparency, I own my own sports drink company known as Energy Fuel, and we've put a tremendous amount of science into this. In fact, we have 3 formulations that's based specifically around intensity and duration. How hard are you going for how long? We know that the longer you go, the heart rate on average is going to be a little bit lower than if you're doing something for a short, explosive period of time. We make sure our carbohydrate molecules match the intensity, and we make sure that the availability in your body's ability to convert the drinkable carbohydrate into energy is as quick as possible. We add a lactic acid buffer and we add electrolytes because we know that's what's necessary. Now again, it's not a sales pitch on Energy Fuel. I want you to understand the science behind it. I want you to understand that when you're looking at the value of a product, you have to ask yourself, why would somebody want to take sugar out of it? Well, it's because it's the most expensive. There's a very, very large, extremely large worldwide brand that was very smart by promoting a product that has 0 calories and then throwing it into the sports environment, and their profits went up substantially. So this isn't a video about being a Debbie Downer. It's the exact opposite. I want you to not get duped into the marketing associated with an electrolyte sugar-free powder, or what we call an RTD, a ready to drink. That is literally an oxymoron. You're not giving your body what it needs to perform if you're going to do anything over 60 minutes. Assuming that you've eaten your breakfast and your lunch, your muscle glycogen and your liver glycogen is going to be topped off. You'll have enough fuel for the first hour. This is why I say this is the latest scam in sports nutrition that I've seen in 40 years, because without the sugar, your muscles are going to stop firing at their fullest potential. Without sugar, you're not going to be able to think clearly. You're not going to be able to have good eye-hand coordination. Your depth perception is directly related to blood sugar levels. So I hope this makes more sense. If not, as always, leave a comment below. I love to engage with you on this if you can have an amicable conversation. Now, there's always extremes to everything. That's not what this video is about. It's about that 90% in the middle when you recognize that the average individual, not average individual, every individual needs sugar to think and to move. So please don't buy into it. If you're doing anything over an hour, you're going to need a sports drink like energy fuel. Anything up to an hour, nail your nutrition. You'll have all the energy storages that you could possibly need. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I love putting these together. The number of people who are subscribing and sending in emails is going up every week, and we are forever grateful. And if you happen to have a question, if you don't want to leave it in the comments, let's have a private dialogue, send that to me. contact@coachrobb.com. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications because we do put out a video every day, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.